Hey y'all, I'm back, Courtney Francois. Today I want to talk about generational curses. And I know before I talked about how parents seem like they hating on us and they never want to help us get ahead, especially our parents that are well off and got good credit or got money or have the means to help us move forward, rather it's putting us out at 18 or if we ask them to co-sign for something or if we need a couple dollars for something. Oh, you gotta do it yourself. I had to do it myself. It's like, fam, but you have the means to help. You can't, like, I mean, you could have set me up to be successful when I was younger, and now I'm 18. I just gotta get the fuck on. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, I want to talk about generational curses and all of that put together in one. So, yeah, let's talk about it. So as far as generational curses, it's different stuff in different families. Rather it is mental abuse, sexual abuse, alcoholism, drug problems, verbal abuse. You know, some people just keep this train going on. Like, you will have a parent that, like, I know some chicks, they moms most likely used to call them bitches and hoes and sluts and things like that. And next thing you know, you see them with their child, and they're like, shut up, little bitch. You motherfucker, get over here, right? It's like, dog, they like 3. Why are you talking to them like that? You know, keeping this cycle going on. So most of the time, we need to recognize these cycles so we can break them ourselves. We see that everybody else in the family is an alcoholic. How about we say no to the alcohol? Because clearly people in our family, we dig that shit and we get down maybe like 1 or 2 bottles, drink a whole bottle of Henny and just be out here. So, you know, clearly drugs is an issue in our family. How about we be the one to not go down the path of crack? How about that? So, breaking generational curses can sometimes be as simple as that, but sometimes it's not. Like, I had a mom that was kind of abusive, and the way she was kind of harsh, even with men. Just the way she talked to people and the way she treated people. And I mean, I'm a very nice person, but at the same time, being raised by this one person alone, no father, just her, you take on some of these attributes and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? You notice it later. Like, my house caught on fire and I had to move in with her. And all the stuff I disliked, I noticed a lot of it. I did. A lot of it. Like, I hate that I couldn't talk to her because she would throw it back in my face. And I know with my ex, I did that to him. He'd talk to me about something, we get in an argument, I throw that shit in his face. And nobody likes that. Like, nobody likes that. And I didn't really think I did it, but then I moved back in with her, and it was like, nigga, like, a couple things that he said, I moved back in, and I was like, what the fuck? So I even called him and apologized. Like, dude, my bad. Like, I don't want to get back together or nothing, but I see what you were talking about. I see it. I definitely do. So if we could just work some type of way to try and change it, you got to recognize the problem first. If you don't recognize the problem, then who gives a fuck? Like, nothing's going to happen. You have to realize you are an issue and you have some issues. And a lot of my friends, they know that I've grown and I see my issues. I know what the fuck my flaws are. You know, I could be arguing with a dude. Are you bipolar? I might be, nigga. I might be. Now what? You still want to talk or not? Because I might be. Might be. I was raised by a bipolar woman, so I might be just a little bit fucked up. like I'm working on it, but yeah, especially, I mean, 20 years with this one person. I mean, really my whole life with this one person. Yeah, that could fuck you up. That could fuck a child up. But at the same time, I know a lot of the things that she did to me. I was like, I'd never do that to my child. You know, you kicked me out at a young age. I'd never kick my child out. I'd never cuss my kids out. I'd never put my hands on my kids. And I haven't. I mean, I might pop their butt. But I'm not going to cuss them out. I'm not going to tell them I want to blow their heads off. I'm not going to kick them out if I feel like they're too bad. I'm not I'm just taking a different path. I know the shit that I hated when I was younger, and I have to break the cycle of. And it seemed like when she tells me stories about her mom did all that shit to her. Then unknowingly, I guess she did it to me and my brothers. So we have made sure not to do it to our children because we know how much we hated that shit and how much we want to be different. So recognize the fucked up things in your life and try to change it if you can. Don't pass it down to your children. Do not curse your children out. Don't call them bitches and hoes. Don't kick them out. Just leave them so you can go to the club, or leave them so you can go lay up with a dude or with a female. Any of that. Like I said, your family's on drugs. Don't you take the drug path. Try to recognize the issues and the different patterns in your family and not follow that pattern. Unless it's a good one. But if it's a bad one, try to break it. Try not to do it. Now, about our parents not really helping us out. I feel like we can set up the platform for our children. Like, there's so many different things out here. All these little lashes, all these bundles, all these clothing lines, and just whatever. Just talk to them about what they want to do and talk to them about being an entrepreneur. And I know here in Wisconsin to set up an LLC, it's $130 online. And then after you set up the LLC, you could just work on whatever you're trying to work on. So right now, I'm trying to work on the clothing line with my son. He'll be 13, and we're trying to think of a name. So we need to think of a logo. I'd already had a heat press because I was heat pressing shirts. I could do better, but I was heat pressing shirts, and I wanted to start designing and stuff like that. And I'm like, really? We're just going to make this for you. Because I already got my little juice business. If you get rich, I'm going to be rich. So, yeah. How about we set this up for you and get this popping for you so you can have your own thing. And people love to support the kids. Just in case you don't know, they love to support the kids. So, you know what I'm saying? You got the little daughter. She's selling lashes. Oh, my gosh. Your daughter's selling lashes. Let me see. Oh, I'll take that one. People going to be with it. You know what I'm saying? People love the kids. So we can work to, rather having life insurance for sure for our children, putting some money up for our children. If you don't trust banks, don't put it in the bank. Stash it somewhere. We need to start prepping for their lives. Don't kick them out at 18. That is not where adulthood, that is not where it begins. You do not just kick them out because they finished high school. No, you need to give them some time. I know I was working with this Chinese dude. He was like 23. He was like, yeah, I'm still in my parents' house, working 2 jobs, getting together, saving money, probably get a house. Like 23. And I was like, wish I was still at the crib at 23, able to work 2 jobs and just stack cash, you know what I'm saying? And don't charge them rent, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless they doing some extra, maybe a bill or something. Ask them for $50. But parents be doing the most. I'm going to need, you staying here? I'm going to need like half your check. Like, why, fam? Like, no. You don't need half of their check. Like, stop being so extra. We're supposed to be helping the children succeed. We're supposed to be preparing them for life. We're not, our parents most likely didn't prepare us for life. So all the fuck ups that our parents did, we're supposed to be trying to change that and prepare our kids. Tell them about credit, tell them about business, tell them about being entrepreneurs, tell them about the fucking universe, tell them about our ancestors, tell them about everything and prep them for life in the real fucking world. Don't kick them out when they're young. Tell them to stack their cash because they're going to need to get a house or get some rental properties or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just making sure that they have their credit good so when they get out of high school, they can go buy a couple duplexes and boom, landlord, off rip. Landlording, making monies. They out here getting it. So we just need to prepare our children more. We need to break generational curses and not do the same shit people in our family did. And we need to prep our children for the fucking world and not to work for anybody else. Because I definitely don't want to work for nobody else. I'm trying to retire by 35. I'm 31. I'm trying to be done by 35. Like every day at work, my manager see me. Courtney, oh my gosh, you look so angry. What's wrong? I'm like, you say I look angry every time you see me. Oh, maybe you should fix it. Maybe I don't like you. Maybe I don't like you or any of you motherfuckers in here. But I need to make this check for these kids and these bills. But I don't like this. I don't like anybody being above me. I don't like you telling me what the fuck to do and you only, 3 years older than me. I don't like your personality. I don't like half the motherfuckers in here. I only speak to the minorities at work and it's only like 10 of us. So, no. We're trying to push them towards being their own boss and entrepreneurship. Yes, we are. We're trying to, even if we're building some shit ourselves, we can pass that shit down to them too. I'm gonna help you with your brand And when something happened to me, you got these juices on deck. And I got 2 younger boys, and I need to figure something out for their ass too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're 3 and 4 right now, but who knows? They might want to be chefs. They might want to decorate some shit, fix some houses. I don't know. I need to figure it out so I can prep life for them so everybody can have their own shit and not work for somebody else. That's the goal. Prepping them to be ready for the world and be their own man or woman and not need to be under anybody else. So that was all I had to talk about today, you guys. That was it. I just wanted to get that out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with more shit. I just been handling a whole bunch of shit, paying for a lot of shit. It's been a lot of stuff going on in my life. I can't talk about it right now. I can't talk about it. But after it's all done, then I'm going to talk about it. Because right now I can't talk about it because you don't know who's watching. All right. I love you guys. Bye.